Hey Raiders, welcome back to the channel, it's Jarrett Gaming. We are continuing our Secret Room series in the Doomtail Hard Eternal Dragon rotation. We are on Secret Room number 7, which is Magic Support Champions Only. Now, this can be a bit of a tricky, drawn out fight because there's not many of these guys that hit too hard, and the champs that we're coming across, for example, the Cephalias, the Gorgorabs, the Crypt Kings, very tanky. Cephalia's healing and termite control is annoying, plus she's cleansing. Gorgorab's obviously bringing on back to life. Frostbringer, although she's not bringing frost, she's bringing a few debuffs, and also I believe Hydra, some accuracy and a bit reflect, but she's not really any of that I'm worried about. It's generally round 1 with 2 Cephalias, Gorgorab, 2 Crypt Kings. They're just annoying, so it probably takes about 3 minutes, maybe a little bit less, just to get through the first round. Second round is 2 Frostbringers. I think there's 1 Crypt King, 1 Cephalia, maybe 2 Crypt Kings, something like that. So it's not a really hard lineup. They're just, if you haven't got the right champs bringing the right debuffs, then Cephalia can just keep healing everybody, mucking about with turn meter. Gorgorab will just keep bringing people back, and then the Crypt Kings will just slowly keep freezing you and burning you and that sort of stuff. So it's just a bit frustrating. So you do need a lot of debuffers, ideally block debuffs, and this specific champ which I want to bring in is because Morrigan. Now, obviously, a lot of us poo-pooed her because she was a bit of a average fusion to do. So you may or may not have done her. I did her just because I think if there's a fusion going on and you can do it, you should do it, because, like for example, now there's a time where you might need someone with her abilities, so you can put her out the vault and you can use her. Other times, you know, Polarium will buff certain champs or rework certain abilities. So again, it's great. It could turn a terrible champion into a great champion. It happened the same thing with Dracomorph, happened the same thing with Machado. They were both terrible champions, and then Polarium reworked their kit, and now they're top tier. So that's exactly why. Now, Morrigan I'm bringing in because of her passive, which is actually quite cool, especially when it comes to all these really annoying healers. At the start of each turn, places a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns on the enemy with the lowest HP. This debuff cannot be removed, transferred, spread, or have its duration increased or decreased by enemies or allies. Now that really does come in handy when you're up against these Cephalias, who are constantly putting out lots for healing, and also because what it is, the first round we're basically going to be focusing on Gorgorab, because once he's dead, no one's coming back. And if we attack him first of all, he's going to have the lowest health, he's going to get the heal reduction, and these guys are not going to be, you know, keeping him, topping him back up. So that's the plan anyway. Pixel I'm putting in there, yeah, got to use her somewhere, right? But she's actually doing okay, to be fair, since the buff. I've not booked her out because I refuse to use 18 books on her. I'm waiting for Polarium to actually realise that is a horrendous amount of books to use. Even the passive needs books. I mean, they could have just taken those 3 out, and 15 is borderline, you know what I mean? Okay, but even 3 for the passive. But again, it doesn't matter. We're not using it passive. We're just a bit of control with the freezing, and the healing and that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to put her in just because. Why the hell not? Let's get some usage out of her. I'm going to put in Kreela because I want some ally attack. That's going to at least help get Gorgorab's health down a bit. And I'm going to put in Ugo because I want the block debuffs and the decreased defense. So is it pay to win? Is it? It's not free to play. but you know, Pixanol, she was a fusion. Morrigan was a fusion. I don't think Creela's ever been like that, but she's, you know, if you've pulled a few shards, Ugo, hopefully you've got. Again, if you're at this point in Doomtower Hard, you should have, you know, a decent amount of champs. Otherwise, switch it back to normal and carry on. Again, Brogni was a fusion a long time ago. I was just lucky enough to pull him out of a shard, so that's why I've got him here. His resist in Doomtower is 60, which is great. I've got pretty good resist in my Great Hall, so you will probably see a lot of the things resisted. If you don't have that kind of resist, then you know, you might be worth trying to find someone that's got some sort of block debuffs and that. But I want to go with this team. You know, is it accessible? Is it doable? I don't know. Again, it all depends down to you personally. How many shards have you been opening? But you could probably bring in Apothecary if he's speed up, which should be handy. His healing is great. He's got a bit of a multi-hit. It's not the great stuff, but it'll keep you topped up with healing. So, you know, there's a few of these guys. Deacon, Archmage Helmet. He's a free champ. He's not a free champ. Sorry, he's a Doomtower easy normal champ, isn't he? So, you know, you could well have him if you're on Doomtower Hard. I'm assuming you've probably done the normal, so you may well have Archmage. He's great for speed up. He's got stuns. As long as you get his, if you need to crit cap him, he'll be stunning, because it turns his single hit into an AOE, and then you've got the speed up and all the other crit. At least, you know, you could make him super quick, go before the rest of your team, and then you've got an extra 30%, so you can just, you know, build everyone else to 70% if you struggling for crit cap and stuff. Plus, he can't be, can't have his 2 meter mucked around with, so that's something that's going to counter Cephalia, because she has this A3, which has some 2 meter Jiri Pokery. So, you know, an option. There's always options, guys. There's tons of options. This is the team I'm going to run. It's not a fast run. I might make it run doubly speed, 4 speed, we'll see. But I'm going to run it also first. If it drags on, then in the actual video it might be sped up and I'll stop at the end, so we see how it goes. So for now, I'm just going to hit start, and I'm going to target Gorgrab first because we want him out the picture. Creela, did I really need her there? I mean, look, she's done not that much damage really. I probably could have used someone else. 6 minutes 55. Now, yeah, apparently that's my best time as well. Okay, well, there we go. Right, Secret Room 7 done, guys. And in the boss, as I said in the last video with regards to Never Spider, once you get a team similar to this, okay, I'm not going to do the boss run, but you're going to want Drexar. I say it's a free champ. If you've been getting the fragments, which you should be doing every day, hopefully you've got Drexar. He's great for this. You can just, the little spiders will hit you, the big spider will hit you. They'll all get burnt. even just one of these two or someone else that's got cleansing, just to get rid of those poisons. Someone with some healing. Anyway, so Cardio's great for it because he's got his little passive where he loves to jump in and give someone a little slap with someone else, and then because he's A1 heals, everyone's getting healed up. You can, if you've got a single target hit, then someone. It doesn't have to be a Crizia. Crizia is just way OP for this, but you turn off her AOE, which I think is number 2, because you don't want to be hitting the spiders. But if you don't, again, it's just a case of tanking it out. All these fights with the Nether Spider, the easiest way of doing it: get them burnt, get his accuracy nice and high, turn off his AOE, turn off everyone's AOE, and just have cleansing, healing, protection, and then they'll all. I think the AI knows not to use AOEs, and so they'll all kind of either A1 or use the abilities that don't do AOE. So they'll all just be hitting him whilst getting burned, and it's just a case of trying to stay alive whilst you're getting poisons and get cleansed before he does his big venom spit that nukes everybody. And that's it really, guys. That's it. Secret Room 7 is done, and I will see you on the next vid for Secret Room 8. And a little sneak preview of Secret Room 8 is Epic Defense Champs only. Woo! That sounds tasty. Right. Oh, wowzers. Okay. Well, plenty. I'm not bragging, but there's plenty to choose from of those guys too. So I always like tasting that new champ. So I've had this guy Hoscarol for a while. Never used him. He's all booked out, ready to go. So maybe I'll stick him in. Then we got the Wish.com net crit, which is Andrissa. She's maybe pretty good. I could always pop her in there. Everyone's favourite Umbral. She's fantastic. I said fantastic again. Godseeker, amazing champion. This guy Trombor, who's all dressed up with nowhere to go. He looks pretty cool. Weaken, leech, yeah, I love it. I love an A1 weaken and an A1 with leech. That's very good. What's his passive do? Whenever this champion attack, 20% chance of decrease in duration. All debuffs on this champ. Okay, so you could try and make him the target and it do also like a Caden, old school, but he's just so good. Caden is a really good champion. If you've got him sitting in your vault or unbuilt, getting built up, he's just really good. Fantastic healer. Which is it? Revive 2 allies with 50 HP plus some increased defense, which is going to be fantastic. Which is going to be brilliant for this run. And it's got a decreased attack and on an AOE, so you can just put him in some big tanky stuff, or what we're thinking, stun if you need some control, but you probably won't need to on this. I think I've got him probably in like a relentless set or something like that. Who else we got? There's tons. The duck or the duke, depending on which side of the river you're from. Duck the pierced. He's really good as well. A little bit of is it the one that does the, where is it? Provoke, reflect damage, decreased attack, decreased defense. Oh, I thought it was the one that had the not turn meter. Skills, probably put skills on cooldown, maybe not. Anyway, he's really good. I've got him 6-star. I didn't realise that. What have I put? I haven't put a score on him. Anyway, I'm blabbing again. Guys, Secret Room 7 done. Secret Room 8 on the way. See you on the next one. Cheers, guys. All the best. Bye bye.